You're watching Around the Bay Sports live on YouTube. And here are your hosts.
I'm Jack.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Jesse. And we are
Around
The Bay.
Sports. We got a good show for you guys lined up today. We're going to be talking some NBA, some college football, and some NFL. Little ball busting also. But let's start with the NBA. Let's start with our Golden State Warriors. They've been on a little slide lately with losing. It was good to get it back in the win column yesterday against the Utah Jazz. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but what did you guys think?
I watched the game.
Well, yeah, I watched the highlights, and the Warriors they played pretty well. I mean, Steph played his usual game, scoring 31 points. Warriors winning by 16 against the Jazz, who have just been like pretty much a disgrace to the NBA and the way they've been typically playing. They have a 1-7 record on the road. Meanwhile, the Warriors have one of the best home records at 6-1. And meanwhile, Jimmy Butler, who also played well with 18 points, but my issue kind of resides with Quentin Post, because he played 28 minutes and you only shot the ball 8 times. You had a 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists game. You got to take more shots than 8 shots, and you're 1 of 5. You got to stop shooting threes. You should only shoot a 3-pointer if you're wide open. And off the bench, Trace Jackson Davis, 5 points in 20 minutes. That's not good. Buddy Hield, to me, was a key player of the game, with him scoring 20 off the bench and 4 of 8 up threes. And he shot 8 of 13, which is incredible.
Yeah, that was really good for Buddy coming back after starting the season really slow on a shooting slump. But let's break to a comment real quick. This is our buddy Aman. Happy early Thanksgiving, guys, and welcome back, Jesse. Glad to be back, bro. And hope you are enjoying your trip.
Also, what he says, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube page.
All right. But yeah, Drew, what's your reaction to?
I didn't watch the whole ton because I was flipping back and forth with the Warriors and the Niners game. And, I'm glad they got the bounce back win. I really like the Towns uniform, so that's pretty sick.
I like the other ones better, but it's okay.
The black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these look interesting, but the black ones are definitely the better ones.
Yeah, the black one's definitely better, but I do like the concept of the concept. But, yeah. And also Steph Curry is sneaker free agent, so he's one of all different kind of brands and stuff. But he wore Sabrina last night when she was at the game, so that was cool to see. And then obviously, he had his usual game. He had 31. Jimmy Butler played good. Buddy Hield, like you two just said, had a breakout game last night, and Jensen got benched in the second quarter. So
thank God he got benched.
He's so streaky. He reminds me of Klay Thompson.
Yeah, but I mean, at least Klay Thompson, he'll hit a good amount of threes, but it's just the only good thing that Podziemski did was get to the free throw line, shooting 3 or 4 free throws.
Yeah, that'll help win you some games. Also, sidebar real quick. Can we just talk about NBA's jerseys? I hate how they introduce a new jersey every single season in the NBA.
No, that's just how it's going to be for
That's really how it's going to be, brother.
And they're also doing it for money too. People they want creative jerseys, and their kids will buy them, their family will buy them. That's just how it goes.
I realized that all of that was a big scam when I got the Oakland Warrior jerseys, the ones that said Oakland back in 2021.
2021.
I believe that was
21. Yeah.
I realized that was a big scam. They only wore it for 4 months, and then after that they ditched it. And I'm like, what's the point of getting a jersey each year if they're not going to keep the same jerseys? They're going to get rid of them for new and better jerseys. Yep. Shout out to SFNWC. Drew will buy one.
Yeah, I will. I only buy them when the St. Mary's related. So I bought the throwbacks last year and then the year they won it. So, but
they should only have one throwback, and it should be when they were in Oakland, the "We Believe" era throwback jerseys. I think they should bring that back.
They should for
As a
sure.
throwback.
But yeah, I'm glad that they got the dub last night. And well, we got a tough test tomorrow against the Rockets. So
Yeah, and that's also going to be an NBA Cup game. But I'm not sure. I don't think Kevin Durant will be playing because he has a personal matter, so he won't be available.
but it's still gonna be a problem for us for rebound wise and stuff. That's
Yeah,
because Portland killed us in that
Are we
game.
still good in the cup? Like,
No,
are we
we won
eliminated?
We're 1-2. We're not official eliminated yet.
Yeah, they
Right.
shouldn't have lost to the Blazers though. Trailblazers though. That was a disgrace.
That was a straight.
Like, that was
game,
actually a joke.
So
But yeah. You guys got anything else for NBA wise?
I mean, OKC's doing their thing, and
Yeah, and the Pistons have won 14 games in a row, which is like
13.
either 13 games in a row, which is tied to franchise record. Which I honestly expected the Pistons to be good this year, but I didn't expect them to be that good this year.
Can I just say that I'm just gonna say this now.
What?
The Thunder are going to repeat as champions this year.
Oh, you think the Thunder are going to repeat?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, their team just like I don't think they're going to repeat, but they look like the more unstoppable team right now.
We also have some baseball news, actually. If you guys want to jump into that, there was a trade that happened.
Yeah, Sonny Gray got traded to from the Cardinals to the Red Sox.
Cardinals,
Right?
Red Sox, and then I think Marcus Semien got sent to the Mets.
Yeah,
Yes.
Brandon Nimmo sent to the or like I call him Nemo when I first heard his name, sent to the Rangers.
Oh,
Can I just say I will always love Marcus Semien, former Athletic.
Yeah, he's a Bay Area kid too.
Yep.
I think that's a possibility. Actually, I don't think the Pistons
I
will
don't-
be there.
I don't
I
know,
still
but-
think they have some work to do before
Yeah,
they're
of course.
considered
A
contenders.
Pistons and Thunder finals though would be very interesting.
I think it'll be the finals that I wanted last year: the Thunder and the Knicks. I think
I
that'll
hope
be.
the Knicks like will go to the final. I think I said at the beginning of the year that I predicted the Knicks to be one of the best teams, and
Yeah, you said Knicks was 1 or 2. I forget.
How's Boston doing this year? I haven't really been keeping up with them.
they're
Nah.
struggling.
They're struggling.
With them
I like-
without Jason Tatum is like it's definitely showing that they're not doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Jaylen Brown's the main guy, but they're still struggling.
Yeah.
Are the Pacers struggling still, or
Yeah,
The last team.
they're one of the worst teams in basketball.
well, this is why I think they should get rid of the NBA Cup. It adds more pressure
It's in season.
situation games.
It's an in-season tournament, but it also causes you more likely like injuries.
Injuries.
Damian Lillard, he got injured in the NBA Cup. Giannis, I think, also got injured during the NBA Cup. Or no, he got injured in playoffs. But
They both got injured in the playoffs. Oh,
It all
Amon
has to do.
has to chime. He has to chime in.
All right, sounds good. Looks like we'll be joined by Amon Hansen any moment now,
all right.
our fourth brethren of this podcast.
And responding to his question of the Blazers, the Blazers are a decent team. It's
They are a
just
decent team.
Danny Avdia. I thought the Warriors should have grabbed him while he was playing for the Wizards, because then if he was like playing like the way he's now for the Trailblazers, then he'd be a big help to the Warriors. But he is the main guy in that team. But I don't think
Him
the
and Jeremy Grant are like the main
we're not
guy.
going to beat the playoffs though. But yeah,
Maybe playing, but like
possibly playing like 9 or 10. But otherwise, I don't see anything more than that.
Do you think Lillard makes an appearance at all this season, or do you think?
no,
It's unlikely that he'll make it.
unlikely, brother.
He's still recovering.
Yes, again, we'll be joined by Amon Hansen any second now. So
Speaking of Thanksgiving, I am grateful for my brothers here on this podcast. I wouldn't do this podcast without my boy Jesse leading me to this opportunity to be this podcast. Obviously, my brother Jack, getting to know him over the years, and of course, my other brother Amon for
speaking
friend.
of Amon, we got him right here.
speaking of Amon, I am grateful to have.
Hey,
I'm
man, how's it
grateful.
going, man?
I am also grateful for Amon for being my brother for the last year. So I'm grateful for all my podcast brothers. So for the people who are watching this, we're also grateful for y'all for supporting us from day one, and it's been a pleasure to do these content. You guys been supporting us since day one, and at whatever time you guys are at, you always been there, and we're gonna keep going, win our content for y'all, and we're gonna keep going. So very grateful for my brothers, for my podcast brother, to call them my brothers. So very grateful for them.
Sounds good, Drew. Armand, how's it going?
Amon, what are you munching on?
Goldberg's family.
Oh, nice.
Or
And where are you at again?
We're in Arizona.
Oh, it's Arizona, right?
Well, we're making our approach to Arizona, stopping Southern California for the night.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool.
A little pit stop. I just thought, like, since I realized, like, oh, I have the time, I was just going to go.
All right. Well, so what do you think of the NBA so far and how it's shaping out? In the early
Well,
going?
How do you think the Bucks are doing so far? Because I know you're a big Bucks
Right
fan.
now, with Giannis here, it's definitely a bit of a big, it's very much a big hit because knowing how great he is. So Ryan Hollins though is definitely on pace for most improved. He's definitely the lead candidate because he's like averaging like I don't know 15 or 18 a game. He's definitely been like that third scorer with the Lakers in the league. So it's like it's great to see him being more active and getting a lot of shots up when Giannis is out. You know, when the Bucks beat the Warriors, for example. The Bucks being the Warriors, that was shocking. Not gonna lie, because Doc Rivers can blow leads here. But they're doing okay. A bit of a slump. We'll see if be picked up later on. The reason I've mentioned the Pistons and the Thunder is because so I'm talking loud, but it's a TV. There's TV at this place. But I really I just stopped doing that. Those two, and I heard it on one of the podcasts. I was just going like, it might not get a lot of views, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Seeing the Bucks, like I saw last night, and sorry they lost like by like 12, but like Bobby Portis won 22. But the Bucks have been kind of interesting. Like I know they still got to grow with Miles Turner and Giannis is still going to be honest, but at the same time though, they got a lot of work to do. Brian Rollins, dude, the Warriors drafted. All of a sudden coming up out of nowhere and playing very well. It's really surprising. And I mean, with Thanasis playing last night, we'll see. But yeah.
Sounds good. I think we can move on to California football. The Golden Bears. They have let go of their head coach, Mr. Wilcox. I've been speaking on this for about
Few days.
2 years
2 days.
now? I'm on. I've been saying this for about 2 years now, right? But they should get rid of Wilcox. What was that?
Say again for him.
Oh yeah, I said. Haven't I been saying for about 2 years now that Cal needs to get rid of Wilcox as their head coach?
Yeah, and that moment came true. You know he's with Cal for 9 years.
I did not know that it was that long, but the last 3 felt like forever.
Yeah, to know that he was in for 9 years, and that game was the big game. Might have been the worst I ever saw. Like the offense had nothing against a team that has never scored 20+ points before.
Yeah, coming off of a bye, I expected Cal to play a lot better than they did.
Yeah, and also like how do you go from beating a ranked team to all of a sudden getting blown out by Stanford.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
That's just
When-
a horrible turnaround, in my opinion. Because you almost had it against Virginia, and then you go to Louisville and beat them, and then like bye week happens, and you get blown out by Stanford. It's just not a good look.
Actually, just to clarify, Stanford scored 20 points in 2 other games this season, but this is the most points that they've scored all season at 31.
Notre Dame will handle them next week. Well, this weekend.
Oh, actually, I'm just researching this real quick. What the heck? Yeah, this is the most points that they've scored all season. By 1. They scored 30 points against San Jose State University, but I don't really count that because it's San Jose State.
Amon just messaged. He said, "Sorry, bad connection. You guys keep going. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Amon.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother. I'm thankful for you.
All is well in Arizona, and hope you have a great time with your family."
We're also very thankful for you too. So your contribution to the podcast. So
Yeah, of course. But let's keep going about Cal. So Cal,
Oh,
they
yeah.
just fired Will Cox. You said it, Jesse. They needed to do this a couple years ago.
Yeah, but now I feel like this is going to cost us our quarterback, JKS. He's having a great freshman season, but Will Cox helped recruit him to Cal. Now we're going to see if he'll enter the transfer portal. I think he might follow Fernando Mendoza to Indiana, and
or he might
become
go to
even better
Oregon.
there.
Or he
And
might
then
go to Oregon.
Indiana might be called the Indiana Golden Bears.
Yeah, I can
instead
see
of the
that.
Hoosiers.
But yeah, the Hoosiers, they've completely turned their program around in the last 2
Yeah.
seasons.
Honestly, the way that Indiana is doing their program, it's one of the craziest turnarounds I've ever seen. Because they've always been known to be basketball school for decades.
Many years.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, because last year they were good, but they lost to Notre Dame in the college football playoff. And then all of a sudden this year comes around, and so far they're ranked number 2 and one of the few undefeated teams so far.
Do you think
It's
they'll
crazy
be
to see.
Ohio State in the title game?
Indiana, Ohio State?
Yeah, for the Big Ten championship.
No.
Um,
No. For me, no.
You think Ohio State will take that?
Dude,
I
Ohio
think
State's
so.
defense.
I think it'll be a good game between the two.
I think it's
but
a
Ohio
good
State-
game, but I feel like Ohio State just have that I don't know what
Yeah.
the words
The
is.
only thing
but
though is that Indiana has scored more points than Ohio State has.
yeah,
However,
but
defensively,
but-
Ohio State has allowed less points allowed than Indiana has.
I stopped doubting Indiana after they beat Oregon. That was the first test. I'm like, okay, they could hang with anybody. Because I believe that Oregon was also undefeated during
They
that
were.
time.
Yeah, they were.
they were until that game.
Like, and with that game, Ohio State and Michigan game, when that game's going to happen, that's going to be an insane game.
I think
Bob
Ohio
Con-
State loses that game.
You
You're-
think they're lose again?
Yep.
For 5th year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a prediction then. Let's do a prediction.
Yeah. Shall we do predictions?
Let's just do
For
predictions.
college football? Oh, I don't know that much about college football, but
Oh,
I'll
Just,
do my
just
best.
well, Jack and I can do it for you.
okay. So
Hang
Lauren,
on, I'm pulling up
like-
the schedule for this week.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
College football.
Jack and I will do the prediction for the.
No, I'll
for
still
the-
predict. I'll just go based on who's ranked and who's not. What do I
Okay.
think are frauds?
Well, we should only do teams that are 2 ranked teams against each other that are
like
actually,
Michigan, Ohio State, or
for
Ole
example,
Miss.
who's Cal playing against?
SMU.
Yeah, Cal's playing against SMU.
It's a 5 o'clock game.
Like an example of game that's going to happen at let's see, Friday,
Texas.
3:30, University of Georgia, number 4 against number 23, Georgia Tech. Who you got?
Sorry, what was it again?
Number 4,
Right.
Georgia against number 23, Georgia Tech.
Georgia.
Okay. I think I have Georgia Tech in that game.
I got Georgia Tech.
And I always said all year that Georgia Tech is pretty good. They're a dark horse.
Texas A&M versus Texas.
I got Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
I think Arch Manning is a big fraud.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's overrated.
So I'm going with Texas A&M.
The folks who are watching, you can also predict for this. Do your prediction too, like a month saying.
The Friday last game, number 25 Arizona against number 20 Arizona State. Who you got?
I don't know much about those teams,
No.
so I'll let you two.
I'm gonna go with Arizona State.
Arizona State.
All right. Now the biggest game of the weekend. Everybody's gonna be watching this. The very bitter rivalry: Ohio State against Michigan. Who you guys got?
Ohio State, BTA, Michigan. Bryce Underwood is trash.
Hail to the victor!
No.
Hail to the
No.
conquering hero! Hail to Michigan, the winners of the West. Go blue! I'm on Michigan.
Michigan's getting BTA. Bryce Underwood is cooked.
As a Notre Dame fan, I don't like Ohio State because they beat us in the championship, but I also don't like Michigan because we've been bitter rivals with them. But upon realistics and like knowing history with it being at Michigan, I'm gonna go with Michigan pulling off an upset.
Wow. So I'm the only one who's in Ohio State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go,
saying
Jesse,
BTA.
go blue.
BTA. I'm calling it. BTA.
What
Let's
about
Another good
Ole
game.
Miss.
Miami, Pittsburgh?
Miami.
Calling it.
Miami, Pittsburgh. We got Miami.
Don't forget about Ole Miss and Mississippi State. That's a very good game too. So
I don't know
Let's
much about
see,
that.
I'm calling Ole Miss though. But
LSU against Oklahoma could be interesting, but LSU's been sucking all year. But I feel like they're gonna. And normally I don't like LSU, but I'm actually gonna go with LSU to beat Oklahoma and help Notre Dame out.
Drew, is there like a personal game that you have this week that you'd like to talk about? It doesn't have to be a ranked one. Well, one that about a team that you care about. Or are you both excited for the Notre Dame game?
Yeah, I'm excited for the Notre Dame game. It's also the thing is though it's going to be a late game for me because the game didn't start until 10:30.
10:30 Jack time.
This is definitely the latest Notre Dame game I'm ever going to watch. It's going to end like I'm going to say what like almost like on track probably like 1 a.m. or something.
Sorry, could you guys remind me one more time where is Notre Dame?
It's in
It's
South
in
Bend,
South
Indiana.
Bend, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Which is like maybe a few hours from Indiana and then a few hours away
one
from
of most
like,
Catholic schools in America, and God made Notre Dame
and
number
then,
one.
and then a few hours away from like Purdue or something, you know.
Do you think the flight distance will be a problem for Notre Dame?
I
Coming from
don't think
Indiana
so.
always.
Notre Dame has played against Stanford many, many times, so I don't think it would bother them. And Jeremiah Love might be his last regular season game as a member of the Irish, so we'll see how that goes because he might go to the NFL.
Like all this week games like for like playoff implication for like the teams who are hopefully have like 2 losses and
like
less,
to me, the two big high stakes scenarios getting for games for like that could affect Notre Dame is like 10 Alabama against Auburn, number 6 Oregon against Washington.
A&M game.
Let's see. Yeah, probably that one. And the UGA against Georgia Tech one. Actually, I watched on Friday. Well, I might be in the air while the game's going on, but we'll see.
I am gonna watch a lot of football this week. So also be on the lookout for Instagram for popping up this week. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, I think SMU is gonna beat Cal.
Yeah, facts.
They're just coming off of a new coach. I don't think they're gonna mesh yet. But yeah, I'm taking
what
SMU.
What if Cal does what they did again? What if they do what they did against Louisville and do it to SMU?
I don't think they have it in them after losing that bad to Stanford. I think that rocked them.
Yeah, the thing is though the Cal struggles against ACC teams.
Yeah.
But 4 of their 5 losses are from ACC teams, excuse me. All right. You guys want to talk about
that's what happened.
next?
Well,
yeah, but that's exactly what happened last year, though. They were undefeated until they got to conference play last year.
God, you get tickets as low as $21 for this game.
Oh, I want to go then. But sadly, I'm going to be going to the movies. I'll be watching Wicked.
When you're
Oh,
gonna see Wicked?
Wicked.
Yeah, I'm going with my cousin and my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, $21, that's not bad for a
Did you
cousin.
did you see the first one?
I did.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna see both. All right, have fun.
Have fun.
Yep. But yeah, let's move on to the biggest giant of them all, the NFL.
At least, yeah, like Mon said, at least Cal is eligible for a bowl game. So
Yeah, that's good.
What are they gonna be in like the Carfax Bowl or something?
we'll see. We don't know
Well, can I
yet.
just say that I think that the NFL has a lack of sportsmanship going on in its game.
Yeah, there's been a lot of beef going around. Jamar Chase spitting and Jalen Ramsey's face like a pure idiot. Lowering, I think his name is on the Panthers, punched Juwan Jennings in the McNuggets.
Yep.
It's just like, well, it's just if you're gonna do a cheap, like, dude, if you do a cheap shot, it's gonna be caught on camera, and it was literally caught on camera. And the day after that happened, he's gonna be suspended for a game against the Rams, who are the Panthers will also be without the best defensive back, J.C. Horn. So that game is gonna be a massacre.
Yeah.
Do you think the penalty for these actions, like only a 1-game suspension, is too little of a punishment for what these people are doing?
Would you make it more harsh?
Yes.
What would you
How
do?
many games? How many games then? Or a fine?
2-game minimum suspension. I'll give him a 2-game suspension
I mean,
without pay.
Every man's got 2 McNuggets, so you might as well suspend for 1 each.
Yes. Because look at the example that they're showing young kids. Oh, I don't like you, so I'm going to hit you in the balls, or I'm going to
Punch
spit in
you.
your
It was
face.
also cheap. It was also a cheap shot too. So like,
Yes.
no, and it was like if you go and like type in Mo Ring cheap shot Juwan Jennings, you'll see it was direct target. There was like,
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings after he did that, he lost his mind, and that's very uncharacteristic for him to do that.
He punched it like it was a punching bag.
Yeah,
That's what that punch was like.
It was
Like those kids punching
it was
the Cowboys.
sucker punch.
Yes. But I think it is bad for our game, and it is sending the wrong message to our younger people that play football. Like looking in college, quarterback for
Colorado State. You say
Colorado State spitting on another player last weekend.
No,
I did
you
not
did?
see that.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't
No.
see that either. Is
I didn't see it, but
there a video then?
And yes, there is.
I'm sure.
I don't know if we could play it though.
no, I don't think, don't play it.
But
Yeah,
this brings me to my neck of the woods, the Raiders. Geno Smith flipped off Raider Nation. To me, that is a fireable offense because Raider Nation is one of the most iconic fans in all of football, and your own player is turning against your fan base. He should not be able to step foot back into the building.
Yeah, it reminds me of the situation where there was this guy on the Giants. This was his lineman, because like the fans were booing them off the field, and then this guy says like he was calling the fans basically like hamburger flippers and like sheep, and it was like what?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what Geno Smith was thinking. He's the one that's throwing these picks, not the fans. The fans are reacting like in a normal way out of frustration. And
He was booed the entire game.
And the fact that he flipped off the team, honestly, I think his good days are over. I think he's another thief, just another NFL player stealing money from an organization, just like Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, I'll get into in a minute, but Juwan Jennings is a punk for that. I mean, not Juwan Jennings. Sorry, Juwan Jennings, not that. Geno Smith is a punk for doing that.
But yeah, let's get into last week. The Raiders put on a horrible display.
Miami are battling for the last spot, I believe, for we'll see about that.
We'll see it.
Sure,
We'll see.
Miami beat Notre Dame, but Notre Dame didn't lose to unranked teams. Freaking convicts. All right, what do we got next?
Yeah, The Raiders just played horrible on Sunday.
Yeah, and like you lose to shit like when let me see if I have there's a certain statistic that I found after that game happened. I gotta see if I can find it though. Give me a quick moment.
Is it the Browns quarterback thing not making their debut?
Yeah. That is like Shedeur Sanders is the first Browns rookie quarterback to win his debut since Eric Schreiser in 1995.
Wow.
And the Raiders just let him and Judkins, who scored 2 touchdowns, I believe, walk all over the Raiders. And it was just pure embarrassing.
You know it's crazy that the head coach didn't give him the game ball after that game happened.
He didn't give Dylan Gabriel the game ball either.
Yeah, also Dylan Gabriel did not give him the game ball. So
and like again, Myles Garrett is really good defense, and the Browns have a good defense, but like Shedeur Sanders hasn't been good all. And I've been saying all year that he should have started, and look how that played out.
Can I just say Geno Smith was also sacked 10 times?
Yes, 10 times. I've like that. Just like the Raiders, they're not only defenseless, they just have no line. God, it's like Trump putting the wall up and like that they just come over anyway. It's just like that's how the Raiders offensive line.
That's not a wall. That's that's like putting Saran wrap.
Yes,
expecting it to hold people.
It's like, oh my God.
It was a home game for the Raiders, so
yeah, it was a
there's no such thing as a home game for the Raiders in Vegas.
Unless there's a team like some random team like the Titans come into town or something like that.
Baltimore also doesn't travel well, so
yeah, they really don't. Or if it was like a game where it's like against the Packers, it'd be mostly Packer fans. If it was against the Niners, it would be mostly Niner fans.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that game was so bad that the Raiders had to fire Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
The biggest fraud in the NFL.
I thought hiring Chip Kelly honestly was a big mistake. I mean, he's Chip Kelly. He was horrible at coaching on the Niners. He was not good coaching the Eagles.
I could see that, but look at what he did at the college level.
Okay, he should have just stayed at the college.
Stay in college.
Just stay there. I get you want to get paper, but you got to stay where you know where you can succeed.
And he's the highest paid coordinator in the NFL still.
Yeah,
since we're still paying him.
Like there's been
$6 million a season.
I've also noticed there's been a lot of coaches that get hired in like a first year or something and get fired immediately. Like the the Giants did fire Brian Daboll. Okay, he coached there for like a little bit. But then like the interim coach comes in. I've never seen this. I've never seen an interim coach fire an defensive coordinator who's a first year guy, I believe. And then the Raiders turn around and they fire their offensive coordinator. I think the NFL teams have a lack for first year hires for coaches.
I didn't really know that an interim coach had that authority to fire.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either. I've never seen that before in my entire time watching football since like around high school.
Yeah. I kind of just thought that if you're an interim coach, then you have little say of what the personnel choices, but you have choice of what goes on the field.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about the Niners a bit? In the game yesterday? Sadly, I couldn't watch it, but I saw highlights of it.
Yeah. I thought the defense played phenomenal. They did a very good job. They forced Bryce Young to throw a pick. I think he threw 2 picks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 picks.
I think they forced a turnover down. They forced
3 outs.
They just played very well defense. Offense though,
Brock Purdy.
I watched the game last night, and Brock Purdy, you got to make better decision making, man. Because the fact you threw 3 interceptions in the first half, and you're getting paid almost over $50 million a year.
We could have lost again too.
Like that is very unacceptable.
We could have lost.
Can I just say he is still dealing with the turf toe injury though?
He's still doing it.
It still has to. It does with planting. So
yeah, but I noticed that, and I also saw McCaffrey fumble the ball. And usually, I don't praise this guy for saying this, but Colton McKivitz is a damn hero for recovering that football because he's one of the worst blockers on the team, but he had one of the most heroic actions of last night. Like a big ass dude, 300 pounds, trying to run for the fumble. He's a hero for doing that because normally offensive line wouldn't do that, but McCaffrey never fumbles. Like. When the last time you seen him fumble? Like last year or something?
Probably Super Bowl.
But all in all, defense played great, but the offense is going to got to do much better.
Gotta
Because
do better.
when you play against the Browns next, like on Sunday, and I will be there to witness it,
And
you
we've
cannot
won.
play like that against the Browns defense, who are top 5 defense in the NFL. They suck on offense, but you cannot let.
I think the Niners would still win that game though. I just don't see them that good. They beat the Raiders barely. That was a close game for 3 quarters.
Yeah, and I
Well,
mean, them being the Raiders, that's no offense, but that was. I mean, I didn't expect them to get blown out like that, but I know Shedeur Sanders will be the starter, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does against a good defense. No offense, but it's also going to be his first home starting game, also. And like
I think the crowd will come out for that in Cleveland.
Of course they are.
And it's going to be interesting. I hope the Niners stack Shedeur Sanders a lot. But my biggest concern, I have 2 big concerns. Well, actually, no, 3 big concerns. It's Myles Garrett, who's one of the best defensive players in the NFL. Jerry Jeudy, once he gets the ball, he's really, really good. And then Judkins, who's a good runner, but he is currently questionable, so we'll see how that goes. But all in all, Bar pretty got to do better. Now I got to talk about Brandon Ayuk. This diva needs to get the hell off my team. I don't want to see this guy in a Niner uniform again. Honestly, I don't even want to see him in a football uniform ever again because he's.
I kind of thought he was already off the team.
Oh no, he's gonna be off the team. The Niners plan on getting rid of him, and they're gonna get like a $25 million salary cap. So they're gonna be able to make a lot. They're gonna be able to make a good amount of moves in the offseason. But Ayuk is it's like a drama queen in high school. It's some of the most stupidest stuff to deal with. He's like, oh, I don't want to play on this team anymore. And let's see, he said something else the other day. He said we gone on his Instagram. I think this dude just needs to go to rehab. And I don't know if he's got an early case of CT or what have you, or if he's going to do like an Antonio Brown where he just takes all of his gear off and just runs off the field. But he and the Niners are going to get a, quote, divorce in the article. That's what it says. I'm not kidding. That's what it actually says. Ayuk signs a 4-year, $120 million contract on August 29th, 2024. And all of a sudden, November 21st, 2025, Brandon Ayuk and the Niners appear to head for a divorce. It was only 15 months, and he hadn't played a single snap since his injury. This dude just...
I see him going to the Commanders next year, to answer Amon's question.
Honestly, I kind of see that too. I thought of a trade.
Him and Jaden Daniels are.
I thought of a trade. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's like a dream trade for me. It's like one of those crazy trades I would try to do in fantasy or like the Madden game where I can customize it whatever I want. But he just needs to get off the Niners. That's the big priority. If the Niners can get him off and get someone big in free agency, like a Mike Evans type, if they can get him, I suggest they do that.
Maybe the Packers, but I'm thinking Commanders because he's familiar with Jaden.
Yeah,
Daniels.
And he'd also be back with Debo.
Awesome.
One word to describe the Niners season: ouch. Because of all the injuries that they've accumulated.
Yeah, honestly, that's an understatement.
Honest.
Yet they keep winning somehow with all their injuries.
They're extremely persistent, and their tenacity is through the roof. And
easy
right now,
schedule.
their offense is keeping them with a good record. They still have McCaffrey, they still have George Kittle, they still have Trent Williams, they still have Kyle Juszczyk, they still have Juwan Jennings, who had a touchdown last night. And it's just the offense looks really good. It's just the defense. It's just once you lost Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, those were 2 major blows.
And could I just say that Bryce Young is a fraud?
Yeah, he's also one of the shorter quarterbacks now. He's 5'9" or 5'10" as a quarterback, which is really, really small.
If they would have won that game and at least looked somewhat competitive, they would have been in first place in their division.
Yeah, if he had played like he played against the Falcons, then they would have won the last night's game.
No, I think just like Detroit did last year, I think the Niners will fold in the playoffs. I don't think this team is built to win a Super Bowl this year.
don't know.
I think too many of their key players have been hurt this year. Maybe next season, if they could keep their players healthy, but I think that they've gotten
Unless
one too many
unless
blows.
they do what they did when they were like 10-7 and still reach the NFC Championship.
I can see them reach the conference championship. I don't see them winning.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because you got teams like the Eagles and the Rams,
I think the Rams are going to go back to the Super Bowl this year.
and even the Bears, who are like
Somehow.
surprisingly really good. But
Ben
honestly,
Johnson
I
is
don't
their
really
coach.
trust Philadelphia. I'm more concerned about I'm still very concerned about Green Bay because their defense is like the reason why they're winning
The Rams look like the most solid team in the NFC right now.
so far, even though the Niners were one of the two teams to beat them.
Yes. You have to admit it, though, Jack. The Rams look like the stronger team.
Yeah, they do look like the better team. Yes.
It did look like the bad team for sure.
It looks like I'm going to win the bet, too. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh, we'll see if you guys can beat Seattle though, but we'll see. In Seattle.
Yeah, I got to ask you about that also, Amon. How did you remember this bet going down? Because I remember I bet that if the Rams won the division, that I would have the belt and Jack would have to give it to me. That was our bet. If he won our fantasy football league.
I have
And-
a
and the
photograph
Rams.
memory, Jesse. I have a photograph memory.
I have the tape. I'm going to be showing that.
Yeah, we can always do that. But
Yes.
any other teams you can discuss, or shall we do predictions?
It's a prediction, but
Let's get to predictions.
All right. We got 3 Thanksgiving games. We
Yep,
got
triple
one-
header.
We got one at 1 o'clock Eastern time, so that would be what, like
10 p.m.
10
10
a.m.
a.m. 10
West
a.m.
Coast time. We got another one at 4:30 p.m. my time, 1:30 your guys' time, and then the last one at 8:20 my time, 5:20 your guys' time. So first game is between the Packers and the Lions. Who you guys got?
Packers.
I got the Lions.
Yeah, as a Niners fan, you need the Lions
Packers.
to win so the Niners can jump ahead. So I'm going to go with Detroit winning the first
And
game.
I don't think the Packers offense can. It's been
Like,
inconsistent.
The Packers offense to me looks kind of iffy, and I know Josh
Iffy.
Jacobs is coming back, but but this is going to be a defensive game.
Defensive type of game, yeah.
Like Micah Parsons is going to get a sack or two.
Bless you.
Same thing, bless you.
Thank you.
Same thing with Aiden Hutchinson. All right, game 2. We got 2 teams that America hates. We got the Kansas City Chiefs against the wannabe America's team, Dallas Cowboys. So you guys got?
I'm going Cowboys. Hate the Chiefs.
Of course, you're gonna say that as a Raiders fan. Yeah. Let's just say we like George Pickens, so I guess go Cowboys.
Yeah. Normally, I don't condone for rooting for the Cowboys, but for this one alone, I mean, you ever hold the old saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend"? I'm going to Cowboys to win against the Chiefs.
And then we go to our last Thursday night game. We got the Bengals and the Ravens. Jack, I'll start with you. Oh, sorry.
Well,
My
For
bad,
this-
Jesse.
for this game, Joe Burrow will be playing for the first time in a very long time, so that's going to be very interesting to see how he plays. Now, Lamar Jackson is still playing well, but he's dealing with some type of toe injury, I believe. It's not turf toe, but it's some type of injury. But in spite of that, I'm going to go with the Ravens beating the Bengals.
Drew, you said the Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Ravens also.
That's all Ravens. All right.
Now,
Plus,
let's go to Black
even
Friday.
before Joe Burrow got injured, he didn't look good. Like against the Browns or the Jaguars, he didn't look good before the turf injury. So
All right, and we got a Black Friday game. So if those are shopping, try not to do it in person. If you want to get jacked up by some random ass dude or lady, but you're into that, have fun. So we got the Bears against the Eagles. Both teams are 8-3. Somehow the Bears are having a really good year. Even God himself is confused on how the Bears are playing so well.
I'm going with the Bears.
You're really?
wow.
Yes.
How come?
Maybe it's because of God. The Bears are doing well.
They also have an easy schedule too with the Niners.
The Pope is a Bears
The
fan.
Pope is from Chicago. That is right.
That is true. The Pope is
That
from
is true.
Chicago.
Maybe he did bless his team.
Maybe he blessed Ben Johnson then.
Yeah. But Drew, who you got?
I wanted to suffer for a monk case as a Packer fan. Let's go Eagles.
Let's see.
And also, I don't want the Bears to be in playoffs.
I just don't feel confident in picking the Bears because I think Caleb Williams is a good quarterback, but he went to USC, so I'm going with the Eagles.
All right.
All children right there.
All right. Sunday games. We got the Niners against the Cleveland.
Sorry, I have
Wait.
the Saints first.
Oh, what's up?
Let's do
Saints
the
versus
Saints.
Dolphins.
Yeah. You go ahead. Sorry.
We got Saints versus Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins.
I got Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins. Jaylen Waddle's gonna go off.
Texans versus Indianapolis Colts. Jack.
I got Mr. Indiana Jones, so I'm gonna go with the Colts.
This is a good game, but I gotta go to Colts though.
Yeah, though the Texans do have a good defense, so
They have a
that's
good defense though.
I'm going Colts.
I'm
this
kind
game.
of hesitant
Also.
on actually. No, I'm gonna go Colts.
Falcons Jets. I'm going Falcons.
What am I thinking? I'm gonna go Falcons.
Falcons.
The Jets stink.
49ers at the Browns.
Niners.
Oh, I was about to say I wanted to start this one because I knew you guys were going to pick the Niners.
Yeah.
I'm going
Niners
with
with
the
the defensive game.
Browns.
Why are you going with the Browns?
Chidor.
Yes.
Even though he just beat your team.
Mm-hmm. Anybody could beat my team right now. You could put a JV high school football team against us, and I think they'll beat us right now.
Like what's the Lane College or something?
Yeah, you could put Laney College against us, and I think shout out Jim Beam. I haven't been able to say
Oh,
this
what do you
yet,
think
but
about
rest in
John Bean?
peace.
What was your thoughts about his impact?
I was sad. I saw him in Not Hard Knocks. Last Chance U.
Last chance.
Yeah. Thought it was great for the community of Oakland. He coached at Skyline High before he was the head coach.
Where's Skyline High?
That is in Oakland. I don't
Oakland.
know exactly where.
I don't know where, but it's in
I
Oakland.
know where Laney is, but I'm not sure where Skyline is.
Like, what's your memory of John Bean?
Just that. Him on Last Chance U. Next. Sorry.
Let's see. Rams and Panthers. That's our next
I'm
one.
going Rams.
Rams. I'm sorry, but
And
Rams.
Panthers are going to be pretty much vacant on defense, so Rams, unfortunately.
unfortunately, yeah.
Jaguars Titans.
Come on, Jaguars.
I'm actually going to go with the Titans to win this game. Cam Ward played very well against the Seahawks. He had his best game of his career so far, and yet they still lost by only 6. So I think he could carry that against the Jaguars.
Ooh, we got a question. Do you guys think another NFL head coach will be fired before the season is over?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be probably Mike McDaniel. They claim they're gonna finish with him, but I don't believe it.
I don't think.
I think that the Raiders need to fire. As much as I think that he's good, that he's a good coach for his reputation, I do think that Pete Carroll has to go because there's no direction. The Raiders are going to want to rebuild, and you can't rebuild with a 73-year-old head coach. You can't.
Tomlin?
No, I don't see him leaving.
Yeah, I think so. Mike Tomlin's been one of the longest tenured. I think he's the longest tenured coach in the NFL. Besides, actually, I can't really think of anyone else. What he's been with one team.
Andy Reid? How about?
Well, Andy Reid, he coached the Eagles, then he went to the Chiefs. But Mike Tomlin's been on the Steelers since the early 2000s.
Yeah, true, but
Bill Belichick before him, I feel like.
No, I know, but that's still active in the NFL. I mean,
Yeah, active. Yeah, I think he's the longest tenured coach.
Yeah. I mean, if Bill Belichick was still in the league, then it would be Bill Belichick. But
Yes.
otherwise, yeah.
So Jack, you picked the Titans.
Yes.
Drew, who are you going with?
Jaguars. What about you, Jesse?
I'm going Jags.
Okay.
Cardinals versus Buccaneers. Drew, we'll start with you this time.
Buccaneers, please.
Jack.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. Well, actually, Baker Mayfield did get hurt, so that's gonna affect their offense big time because Teddy Bridgewater, I believe, is gonna be the starter. I'm gonna go for Cardinals. Actually, normally I don't pick a division team, but I don't really feel confident picking the Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go Cardinals. Vikings Seahawks.
JJ McCarthy is starting to turn into a bust. As much as I want the Seahawks to lose, like I want the Seahawks to win, but I think the Seahawks are going to win.
I saw a stat. Hang on, that the only quarterback that has been worse than JJ McCarthy early on in their career is Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus, I knew that.
That's a crazy name to put together in one sentence, but like the same, like an actual statistic.
And I believe McCarthy was a first-round pick last year too. It was the 10th overall pick, right?
Yeah, he was a high pick.
So yeah, I think this is
technically this is his second year because his first year he did not play for the whole year. But yeah, he's struggling big time.
Is he looking like a bust so far?
So far, yes.
So far,
what the fuck?
The heck was that?
I have no idea.
Who's playing audio?
Sorry about that, folks. All right, next. Who are you guys going for your predictions?
Whoa, Amon said JJ needs.
Amon
said JJ needs to take a season at a time. He'll progress.
I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
They should have never gotten rid of the Vikings should have never gotten rid of
Sam Darnold.
They should have never gotten
Sam
rid of
Darnold.
That would have probably helped them. Honestly, that might have helped the Niners in the division if the Vikings signed Sam Darnold. They just felt too confident in J.J. McCarthy, and you can tell that Justin Jefferson's feeling frustrated in Minnesota. Will that mean he won out? I don't know.
I think he might want to trade, but I don't think the Niners are going to want to trade for somebody like that. Another high.
You know what? Did you know though the Niners actually tried to trade for him once?
I didn't know that.
They tried to once. I mean, the Vikings obviously said no, but the Niners actually tried it.
Vikings Seahawks though. I think I'll start with this one. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Drew.
I don't want my division rival to do good, but for this type of game, yeah, I gotta go Seahawks.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't want the Seahawks to win, but I think they're gonna win because Minnesota's kind of a shell of themselves right now, and they're kind of a mess, especially with JJ. So
they did it to themselves.
I really did.
Bills Steelers. I'm going Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Bills too. Josh Allen's gonna have another very solid game. He can't play. Well, actually,
the defense is a problem.
And he struggled against the Texans. Like, that was the most he's ever been shut down.
He got 8 sacked. He got sacked 8 times. And threw 2 in.
You know what? I'm going to go Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers because the defense, the Bills' defense has been a problem. I mean,
even if Aaron Rodgers plays or not, I still think the Steelers are going to win.
Mason Rudolph.
Chargers versus the Raiders. Chargers.
Jack did say Bills are over at one point.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did say they were overrated. And look how that turned out, them losing to the Texans on a Thursday night game.
What was that again, Jesse? Raiders versus
Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Our offense doesn't even look coherent right now.
And Justin Herbert's probably going to have 3 touchdowns while Madison Beer's in the crowd cheering for him.
Shout out Madison Beer.
But yeah, I got the Chargers.
If you guys don't know who Madison, she's like.
I'm sure everyone knows who Madison Beer at this point.
Unless you live under a rock.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Mon asked about the Greg Olson being the coordinator.
Yeah, Jesse, I'll let you say that one because he's had that job like I think 3 times now.
He's using somebody else's playbook still. I don't see anything getting better there. He's using the same playbook that Chip Kelly had. So I don't see our offense improving at all. They need to get rid of their offensive line coach, who happens to be Pete Carroll's son. So I don't see that happening.
Nepotism at its finest. Got it.
Yes, hate it. But yeah, let's go. Let's go Sunday Night Football. Broncos versus Commanders. I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos too. I feel like
Broncos.
the Commanders, Commanders have been struggling all year, and the Broncos have one of the best defenses in the NFL. The only flaw though is Bo Nix, but in spite of all that, I'm still going Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, Bo Nix has been a problem, but the defense is pretty good for Denver. So obviously Denver then.
Question: do you think at the end of the season the Broncos will move off of Bo Nix and try to get a better quarterback?
No, I think they're going to stay with who they have.
I'm talking about the end of the season.
Yeah, I know. I think they're going to keep Bo Nix. I think though they're going to try to get a better running back or another receiver for better firepower.
Let's go Giants versus Patriots.
I got Patriots. Drake May is playing insane this year.
Yep, I would say Patriots for me.
All right, and those are our picks this year or this week. Got anything else before we wrap up? Any final thoughts or?
Just want to say a quick happy Thanksgiving to everybody and enjoy time with your families. Enjoy time with your family. Sit around, eat whatever you eat on Thanksgiving, and enjoy some football.
Yep. Shout out to Amon for coming in here also.
Yeah,
while he's on vacation.
Yeah.
Out in Arizona.
Yep.
And remember, I'll be going to the Browns game, so I'll be taking pictures and all that stuff. And I'll even be going to the Canton Football Hall of Fame on Saturday, so I'll be taking pictures there as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he might go. Oh, he also might go to the Thanksgiving game, possibly, but we don't know if.
Yeah, but I might honestly. I think I'm going to rule that out because I'm just going to be way too exhausted.
Yeah.
True. So, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Like I said, if you guys didn't hear me in earlier in this podcast, I said I was grateful for my brothers, Jack, Amon, and Jesse. I wouldn't do this podcast without them. I'm gonna get this opportunity without Jesse, giving me a week after I graduated from college. So I appreciate Jesse for allowing me to be a host of this podcast, and we're also grateful for our supporters. For they've been supporting us from day one. Doesn't matter what time zone you guys are at, you always been there for us, and we're gonna keep elevating our content year by year, years by years. We're gonna finish this year strong, and hopefully keep elevating for 2026. So, very grateful. Spend time with your family, and eat whatever Thanksgiving food you guys have, and watch some football. So, happy Thanksgiving.
But yes, I would like to say that very shortly we'll be coming up with a name for our fan section. I'm not sure yet, but we'll keep that in mind.
What about merch?
No,
How do you thought about merch, though?
Not yet. We're not making any money on here yet. Once that
That's
happens,
true.
then we could talk about merch.
No sponsored, though, but yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say I'm thankful for all of you. Thankful for one, sports giving me the platform for giving me the entertainment to do this show. And yeah, with that is our show, everyone. We will be seeing you
on Tuesday
next week. Yep, next Tuesday. I will try to make it, but school has been really busy for me right now.
Yep.
But yeah, with that is our show.
Great. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, people.
To like and subscribe. See you next week, everybody.